So now let's move on to saccades. Saccades is the ability for your eyes to shift between objects in space without moving your head. So we see this a lot with concussion and whiplash, where the ability for people to be able to move between objects is impaired, and this is significant. Oftentimes what people do is they do what's called a motor cheat, where they are moving between objects with their eyes, but their head is actually coming along with them, and they're trying hard to minimize that, but they don't know if they're actually moving their head. The motion guidance device is a wonderful tool for people to be able to understand if they're moving their head while their eyes are shifting targets. You can do this on a horizontal line, you can do saccades on a vertical line, up and down, and of course you can work on diagonal targets. So let's go through those. So once again, I assume a nice upright posture, and I'm going to be looking at the center target to start. I turn my laser on, and I move the laser on the ball and socket to the center target. Okay? So that's my starting position. Now I'm going to move as quickly as I feel comfortable between the two outside dots. So I'm going to move to my right, left, right, left, right, left, going back and forth. After I complete 10 times each direction, I want to come back and see if my laser has moved. So oftentimes the deficit side will show up as if I move right, and the laser will start to move right also. Or it'll move right and then come back to the middle, instead of staying still the whole time. Okay? That was for side to side. We can go up and down. I can keep the laser centered, and I can look to the top, and I can look to the bottom. Look to the top, look to the bottom. A motor cheat would be the laser moving and following the eyes as you're looking up and down. And you want to try to minimize that or eliminate it completely the best that you can. Okay? And feel free to progress to the outside targets and diagonals, up and down each side. Okay? Or do saccades with your head in a slight bit of extension, going to the upper right and left targets, or saccades when you're in a little bit of flexion, looking toward the right and the left target while the laser is not moving. Okay? Another increased challenge would be to turn the flag horizontal, so your targets would be further away from each other, or you can always move closer to the flag to get that distance to improve. This is really significant for daily functions, and one example that always comes to mind is driving. You need to be able to be scanning the road back and forth, looking at different objects, distancing their speed, understanding some prediction of how they're driving and maybe where they're going. All that integrates into a lot of different reflexes into the brain, and a lot of people after these concussion and whiplash associated disorders have difficulty driving. So go ahead and take a look at these and see if it's something that needs to be worked